In a world absolutely saturated with digital noise, I mean, where every brand is screaming for attention online, what if the key to truly breaking through, connecting with customers lies in something surprisingly tangible, something you can actually hold?
Yeah, it sounds almost counterintuitive, doesn't it? Leaning into the physical when, well, everything else seems to be digital.
Right.
But it's precisely that enduring, trusted presence that gives direct mail its unique and honestly often underestimated power.
Exactly. And that's our deep dive today. We're exploring the power of the direct mail funnel, not as some, dusty relic, but as a strategic, measurable, and remarkably effective advantage for organizations looking to acquire, retain, and even re-engage customers.
Yeah.
Our mission for you, our listener, is really to provide a comprehensive overview of how direct mail can transform into a powerful, scalable revenue engine at every single stage of the customer journey.
And this isn't just theory, right? We're drawing insights from, well, decades of experience, specifically from an organization that's spent nearly 5 decades helping countless brands succeed with direct mail, Wolverine Solutions Group.
Almost 5 decades. Wow.
Yeah, 47 years. Their expertise honed over all that time, it spans everything. We're talking precise data processing, innovative creative formatting, postage optimization, seamless omnichannel strategy. They have this excellent reputation for providing practical blueprints that actually move audiences from just being interested to taking action and ultimately becoming advocates.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit. We talk about funnels all the time in marketing, usually digital ones, right?
Hmm.
But honestly, for many, direct mail still just means like a single isolated campaign. How do you bridge that? How does direct mail become a funnel that mirrors the whole customer lifecycle?
That's a great question because it really is an evolution. The direct mail funnel, at its core, it maps perfectly to the customer journey. It guides prospects from that very first spark of awareness through, deepening engagement all the way to loyalty.
And even bringing them back.
And yes, even back from periods of inactivity. Unlike those, well, fleeting digital impressions that just vanish with a scroll or a click, direct mail offers something tactile, trusted, and incredibly persuasive.
Tangible.
Exactly. It doesn't just command attention. Studies actually show its physical nature leads to significantly higher motivation and recall compared to digital ads. It's less about just cutting through noise and more about carving out a really memorable moment in the customer's mind.
Okay, so let's start at the very top then. Acquisition. This is about generating new interest, bringing in totally new customers. Why is direct mail uniquely suited for this first stage, especially with so many digital options out there?
What's acquisition is truly where precision direct mail can shine. It lets organizations target potential customers with incredible accuracy, whether they're households or businesses, by leveraging highly curated mailing lists.
So not just a blast to everyone.
Definitely not. We're talking about data refined by demographics, geography, maybe even past behavioral patterns. It's not mass mailing, it's about reaching the right someone. And this is where partners like Wolverine, with their deep history, really add value. They support these strategies with expert list sourcing, rigorous data cleansing.
Cleaning up the data, yeah, that's crucial.
Absolutely. And designing creative mail formats that genuinely stand out in a mailbox that's often, let's face it, full of less exciting stuff.
That makes perfect sense. So, okay, you've acquired them. The next step, and arguably more cost-effective, right,
Yeah.
is keeping them. How does direct mail play a powerful role there in the mid-funnel in customer retention?
Retention is so crucial and, yeah, often undervalued. It's fundamentally cheaper to keep a customer than find a new one. And direct mail is incredibly effective at deepening those existing relationships.
How so? What kind of things are we talking about?
Here, we're talking about hyper-personalized touchpoints. So think about getting a physical loyalty program reminder with your actual points balance or a personalized birthday mailer. Even transactional communications, like statements, can subtly reinforce brand values.
Okay, making it feel personal.
Exactly. Advanced print tech, like variable data printing VDP, allows for these highly personalized programs. It makes every customer feel individually valued, which really builds trust and keeps them engaged consistently. Wolverine, for instance, uses this tech extensively for their clients.
And then there's that vital bottom of the funnel. Re-engagement, customers go quiet, it happens. But direct mail can really bring them back. That feels like a tough one.
It is a tough ask, no doubt, but direct mail often proves more powerful here than you might expect. Its physical presence, landing in their hand, can be far more persuasive than maybe a digital retargeting app that's just easily ignored or blocked.
Yeah, just scroll past those.
Right. Imagine getting a compelling "We miss you" message in your actual mailbox. It feels more intentional, somehow harder to just dismiss. Organizations like Wolverine, with their deep data modeling expertise, excel at identifying these dormant segments.
Finding the right people to target again.
Precisely. And then crafting highly effective, personalized reactivation campaigns specifically designed to win back that lost business.
This all sounds incredibly strategic, much more than just sending a postcard. But how do you build this foundation? It sounds like it all starts with that mailing list itself.
It absolutely does. The mailing list is truly the engine behind successful direct mail acquisition. It really begins with a deep dive into your ideal audience and the data you have access to.
What does that involve?
Well, it might mean enriching your existing customer files, or strategically buying third-party prospect lists, or applying really precise behavioral and geographic filters. The main goal is to build a detailed customer profile, making sure each mail piece lands in the hands of someone who's highly likely to respond.
So definitely not a one-size-fits-all approach. You're not just casting a wide net hoping for the best.
Not at all, no. For B2C campaigns, you might target based on income, homeowner status, age, maybe specific buying habits. For B2B, it shifts company size, industry, specific job functions.
Different factors matter.
Exactly. And with sophisticated tools like lookalike modeling or advanced CRM segmentation, you can refine those lists even further. It's about balancing cost efficiency with campaign effectiveness. And segmentation is also critical, grouping recipients by characteristics like purchase history or where they are in the life cycle.
And tailoring the message.
Yes, using variable data printing, VDP, to tailor the message, sometimes even down to a segment of one. It makes the communication so much more relevant.
And for that engine to run efficiently, the quality of the data itself, that must be absolutely critical, right?
Oh, it's king. Absolutely king. Dirty lists just waste money and drag down response rates. It's why leading providers, like Wolverine, rigorously clean every mailing list. They use processes like NCOA, that's National Change of Address, to catch people who've moved.
Okay.
KS certification for address accuracy, and thorough deduplication to avoid sending multiples. This maximizes deliverability and, importantly, postage efficiency.
Saving money on postage.
Big time. And of course, timing is everything too. Coordinating with postal logistics, using predictive delivery tracking, knowing when it's likely to land ensures campaigns arrive at the optimal moment. Maybe it's seasonal, maybe it aligns with a specific purchase cycle, or maybe it needs to coincide with a digital push.
So, okay, you've got this perfectly segmented, clean list. Now it's all about the design, right?
Right.
Making that first impression count when it lands in the mailbox.
Precisely. And design, well, it goes way beyond just looking nice. It's a strategic blend of marketing intent, psychology, and layout.
Psychology. How so?
Well, think about it. In a world where digital messages are so easily swiped away, direct mail has this undeniable advantage of physicality. It's tangible. It captures attention in a way digital often struggles with. It provides a lasting impression, and it actually encourages deliberate interaction.
Yeah, I might put a mailer aside to look at later, unlike an email.
Exactly. When was the last time you kept an email for more than a few hours? A well-designed mail piece can sit on a kitchen counter for days, reminding someone.
Given that, what are some of the, let's say, advanced design principles that really make direct mail successful? What makes it work?
Well, drawing on decades of experience, like Wolverine has, means guiding clients effectively. It's about the right layout structure, the right format. Is it a postcard, a folded self-mailer, a multi-piece letter package?
Choosing the right vehicle.
Right. And using content hierarchy effectively to maximize impact. The message needs to be concise, really benefit-driven, and have a clear, singular call to action. Don't confuse people.
Keep it simple.
Keep it focused. We advise on using typography, color, imagery strategically to guide the reader's eye, making that decision to respond feel natural, almost effortless. And even modest personalization, just using a name or tailoring content to regional factors that can dramatically improve response rates. All supported by robust data integration, of course.
What about regulated industries? Like finance or healthcare, they have lots of rules.
Yeah, that's a key area where expertise matters. It's about expertly balancing those necessary compliance disclosures with creative, visually appealing branding standards. You need both. Wolverine, for example, has deep experience navigating those requirements.
This sounds incredibly sophisticated. It really shatters that old junk mail stereotype some people still have. But the big question, how do you know if it's actually working? How do you monitor direct mail response effectively?
That's probably the biggest misconception we need to debunk right there. Direct mail is absolutely trackable. In many ways, it rivals digital efforts in visibility.
Really? How?
Well, it starts with production visibility. Modern client-facing dashboards like Wolverine Connect, which Wolverine provides its clients, give real-time updates. You see print stages, finishing stages, so you know exactly when schedules are being met.
Okay, so transparency during the making of it.
Exactly. Then there's delivery transparency. By leveraging the USPS Intelligent Mail barcode, the IMN clients can actually follow mail pieces through the postal system. They can even anticipate the in-home dates.
Knowing when it lands, that's huge.
It's critical, especially for coordinating follow-up communications. Imagine sending an email campaign that lands just as the mail piece does, reinforcing the message. Powerful stuff.
And tracking the actual response, like who called or visited a website.
Yes. For response attribution, leading providers help clients set up unique QR codes, dedicated phone numbers, or campaign-specific identifiers online. These link that physical mail directly to online behavior, purchases, or signups.
Connecting the dots.
Precisely. This level of intelligence allows for thorough post-campaign analysis. You can evaluate performance trends, see geographic variances, check how well channel integration worked, all for future optimization. Plus, comprehensive documentation for audits and compliance needs is standard. It's incredibly transparent and data-driven.
So it's clearly not just about what you send or who you send it to, but also when you send it and how often.
Yeah.
Let's talk about crafting a campaign cadence that really converts.
Yeah, timing is one of those critical components that often gets overlooked in direct mail strategy. It's not just about a single delivery date. It's the broader strategy, the cadence, the seasonality, understanding consumer behavior.
Okay, break that down for acquisition.
For acquisition, experienced teams help clients align mailings with natural purchase cycles. Or maybe event-driven demands like, back-to-school mailers or end-of-year giving campaigns for nonprofits. Frequency is also key here. A single mailing might spark interest.
But might not be enough.
Right. Multi-touch acquisition campaigns may be spaced over, say, 6 to 10 weeks. They build familiarity and trust without driving people crazy with too much mail.
That consistent presence without annoying the customer. Yeah, that's a delicate balance, isn't it?
Precisely. Then in retention, timing becomes even more personalized. It should be based on individual customer behaviors or milestones. Think renewal notices sent maybe 60 days before expiry or automated birthday cards.
Making it feel timely and relevant to them.
Exactly. Modern direct mail infrastructure, the kind Wolverine operates, supports automated, date-driven triggers for these communications. For re-engagement, it's about defining lapsed for your specific business and then finding that optimal outreach window. Not too soon, not too late where they've completely forgotten you, often with a good incentive to come back.
And knowing when it lands helps coordinate everything.
Absolutely. With deliver visibility through that IMD, you can perfectly synchronize direct mail with digital campaigns, email, ads, making sure everything hits together to amplify the message. It also means, practically, planning backwards from your desired in-home dates to account for creative deadlines, print schedules, all that.
This leads us right into nurturing loyalty and really increasing that lifetime value. Direct mail feels like it has a unique advantage here, just because it's physical.
It absolutely does. Retention is where profitability truly scales, right? And direct mail provides a tangible, highly customizable way to reinforce a customer's decision to choose you in the first place. The core principle here is relevance.
Relevance again.
Always. It's about tailoring communications, individual preferences, purchase history, timing. Physical pieces like a personalized tier upgrade notification for a loyalty program or a point summary. They significantly increase the perceived value. It feels more real than just a digital notification, especially with VDP making it fully personalized.
I can definitely see how getting something physical about your loyalty status would feel more impactful than just an email. It's almost like a little badge of honor.
Exactly. And then there's milestone marketing. Think automated birthday cards, anniversary messages, maybe even gentle reorder reminders based on their past purchases. These are surprisingly low-cost, high-impact ways to humanize your brand and build goodwill.
Little touches that make a difference.
Huge difference. Even transactional documents like statements or invoices, they can be leveraged. Embed subtle cross-sells, maybe some educational content, reinforcing loyalty. Consistency is key too. Preventing churn with predictable monthly, quarterly, or seasonal mailers keeps you top of mind. And crucial for any modern effort, leading providers ensure cross-channel consistency, integrating direct mail seamlessly with email, SMS, whatever, to amplify that whole customer experience.
Okay, let's talk about winning back lost business. Re-engagement, because that's where a lot of potential revenue can often be sitting, right? How does direct mail work its magic there?
Yeah, inactivity shouldn't be seen as just a lost cause. It's really a powerful opportunity to restore relationships. And direct mail's physical presence is often far more persuasive, more effective than digital retargeting in these specific cases.
Why is that?
It feels more personal, more intentional. It starts with identifying and segmenting those dormant customers. You define what dormant means for your business, then segment based on maybe their last activity, what they bought, their lifetime value, prioritizing those with the highest potential for reactivation. Again, data experts like Wolverine help with this process.
So it's not a generic, hey, come back message blasted to everyone who hasn't bought in 6 months.
No, definitely not. It's highly strategic. The message itself needs to remind them why they chose your brand in the first place and offer a truly compelling reason to return. A warm, inviting tone often works best. Headlines like "We miss you" or "Still thinking of you," when structured well, can be very effective.
And timing matters here too, I assume.
Critical. Sending too soon can feel intrusive, too late, and they've genuinely moved on. Industry experts help identify those optimal mailing windows based on historical behavior, maybe seasonal trends. And just like in acquisition and retention, personalization using variable content strategies makes these messages incredibly specific and relatable.
Tailoring the offer, maybe?
Exactly. Tailoring offers, referencing past purchases. We often recommend including feedback mechanisms too, a small survey, a QR code linking to one to understand why customers left. That provides invaluable insights for future strategy. And often, a series of maybe 2 or 3 timed mailings is far more effective than just one shot. It gradually rebuilds that familiarity and trust.
This brings us really to the future, which seems to be all about integration. How do print and digital really work together for that seamless engagement? Because it sounds like direct mail isn't just surviving the digital age, it's actually thriving within it.
That's precisely the philosophy we see succeeding. Direct mail doesn't compete with digital, it completes it. Cross-channel integration ensures all your marketing efforts work in tandem, reinforcing each other.
How does that look practically?
Direct mail can act as that physical anchor, enhancing and reinforcing digital messaging. Strategic planning means aligning the creative, the messaging, the timing across all channels.
Right.
For instance, maybe an email introduces an offer, then a direct mail piece follows up reinforcing it with tangible details.
Making it stick.
Exactly, and then maybe retargeting ads follow up with non-responders who visited a landing page from the mailer. This creates a unified, consistent brand presence that actually cuts through the digital noise. It reaches audiences missed by spam filters or ad blockers.
So it's truly about amplifying efforts, ensuring a cohesive experience across every touch point, a really holistic approach.
Exactly. And with robust data synchronization, you can have real-time triggers. For example, a website visitor abandons a shopping cart, and that automatically triggers a relevant direct mail piece a few days later.
Wow. Okay.
This dynamic back and forth between channels significantly increases conversion likelihood and honestly just provides a much better customer experience. Enhanced measurement also means attributing results across multiple touch points, which helps refine future strategies with a much clearer picture. This holistic approach, championed by experienced partners like Wolverine, ensures every recipient feels recognized and understood, fostering a more personalized journey, online or offline.
And finally, let's touch on the data that underpins all of this.
Sure.
Predictive analytics and using response history to continually refine the entire funnel.
Yeah, especially for those dormant customers, predictive modeling is vital. It's about a more nuanced approach to timing, offer structure, resource allocation, all driven by data.
What kind of techniques?
Well, RFM analysis, recency, frequency, monetary, that's a common one. It segments customers based on how recently, how often, and how much they've engaged, helping prioritize high-value prospects for re-engagement. Beyond RFM, you have things like behavioral clustering,
Grouping by actions.
right, grouping customers by specific actions and preferences, helping tailor messaging and channel choice with even greater precision. You're understanding not just who they are, but what they do.
So understanding not just demographics, but their actual interactions with your brand.
Precisely. Lookalike modeling is another powerful tool. It identifies dormant customers who resemble ones you've successfully reactivated in the past, improving the odds of success. And rigorous offer testing simple A/B tests with different incentives provides invaluable insight into what resonates best. You build this library of best practices for future campaigns.
Learning what works over time.
Exactly. This all feeds into refined timing and frequency for those re-engagement sequences. And closed-loop measurement tracking responses through unique codes, QR codes, shows which segments and offers are most effective, directly informing future modeling efforts. Ultimately, this approach transforms re-engagement from just a reactive tactic into a truly proactive, data-driven strategy. Partners like Wolverine help make that transformation possible.
So to kind of wrap up our deep dive today, direct mail, when it's structured within a well-designed funnel, it offers presence, permanence, and powerful persuasion. It's not just a marketing tool. It's really a measurable, scalable engine for growth, from bringing in new customers to keeping current ones loyal, and even winning back those you thought were maybe lost for good.
Indeed. And we see organizations across so many industries, healthcare, financial services, retail, nonprofits. They've truly transformed their customer communications by partnering with experts. Experts like Wolverine Solutions Group, who really understand how to align the goals with the tactics, the strategy with the execution. Their nearly 5-decade history demonstrates that direct mail is far from a relic. It's an evolving, essential component of a modern marketing strategy. Their reputation is built on that successful execution.
So as you, our listener, reflect on your own marketing efforts, maybe consider this. Where does direct mail fit into your customer journey? Are you using it consistently across all stages of the funnel: acquisition, retention, and re-engagement?
Yeah, are you truly integrating it with your other digital channels to amplify your message and create that seamless customer experience?
And most importantly, are you measuring what matters? Are you applying what you learn to continually refine your strategy? The mailbox might feel traditional, but the strategy behind a successful direct mail funnel is anything but. It's modern, it's measurable, and as we've discussed, it's pretty essential for sustainable growth.